Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to teach you how to, what all this means and how to do triggers and stuff. So basically what we have here is we have my player, and I just threw a character controller on him real quick and wrote a script for that. And make sure he has a box collider, of course, and then we have the thing that we want it to collide with, which is this cube over here. And when this cube touches this one, we want to say touched or collided, which it says down here. And then in here, you want to add a box collider, which you can go into add component, physics, box collider, and you also want to add a rigid body to it. Okay, and you want to select one, so you want to add two box colliders. Select one is trigger, and then one is just regular. That way, when it falls, then it will be right there. While see if it was just as trigger, then it would fall through, and that's kind of a problem. So what we're going to do is get it to play touched or collided, really, when that happens. So what we're going to do is we have this special, I'll just rewrite it all. So we have a special function to detect collisions. It's called void on, we'll do trigger first. On trigger, enter. And if you want this to be 2D and you have 2D colliders that you want to collide, then you type in 2D there. And here you just go collider, and we're going to name ours Cole. And same thing here, if you have a 2D, you would add 2D here, and you would add 2D over here. And that's how you do a 2D collider. It's the same exact process though. And for inside of this, what we are going to do is write if, and this is going to be checking if your collider is touching the, oh, hold on, something's wrong here. Void on trigger, enter, collider, no, looks right. Alright, we'll just write it out. So if your col, which is your collider, because you set that up top, this is your parameter right here. I'm sure you guys know that. Col.gameObject.tag is equal to, we'll go player, then we want it to, let's add in these things, can't forget those. Then we're gonna have it run this line of code in here, which will be debug.log, and we'll go collided. Ooh, that was weird. Collided. And yeah, so basically this is saying when your player enters the trigger, or yeah, so when your player triggers the trigger, then the game object will detect if it was the player that touched it, and if it was the player, then it'll play this, while if it was like the ground or something, then it will do nothing. Okay, so this should work right here. And if this doesn't light up blue, something's wrong. Make sure your code is exactly like mine. And if it is exactly like mine, then you messed up something within the game objects yourself in the inspector and stuff. Okay, so here we'll just play. Ooh, all compiler. What compilers? Did I not save? Control S. Is that your problem? Okay, let's check our errors. What is our error? Parsing error. Aha, just added an extra one. Whoops. Okay, it should let us play now. Cool, so we have our player over here, and you can jump and stuff, and when he touches this down here, it should play collided. Yep, collided. Okay. Doesn't collide on top quite. It's the skin of my character though. And we knocked him off the Z-axis, which I didn't set up yet, so okay. That's how you set up collisions and triggers, and yeah, that's basically it. Now, if you want to do a collision, all you have to do is deselect the trigger you have on your game object and change that to collision. I'm pretty sure you changed this to collision as well. I don't know, I just kind of confused myself with it. And when you hit this, yeah, okay. So that's how you do collisions instead of triggers. That way you don't have to have multiple box colliders. Like, we get rid of this one and it will still work. And goodbye, cube. It's kind of funny watching it rotate on its Z-axis. Okay. Also, if you want to make things not rotate on their z-axis for 3D or for 2D games and stuff, well, first of all, you might want to have like rigid body 2D, box collider 2D. But if you can't do that, then you can just freeze the position and not the position, the rotation of z, not the rotation of z, the rotation of x, huh? Yeah, that's it. Because you don't want your character turning or anything. So yeah, now you can only rotate on the z-axis, which is like spinning and stuff. Okay, and that's gonna be all for this tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed it, learned how to collisions work if you're like a super beginner, and these videos will get more complex, I promise. We're just starting simple. We're gonna work our way up to the more complex stuff. Anyway, check out the next video and see